Hi, I'm Trent Gustus with Keller Williams Realty. After being in the real estate business for 13 years, I've watched the market go up and down. Today we're going to look at the overall real estate market.
Okay, so we're going to go over the overall average sale price first and look at the whole market. Now, the average sold price was $443 in August, up from $417 last year, and so that definitely looks like people are buying more expensive homes. It doesn't mean to me that that your home on your street is actually up. I think that's a mistake that the board often makes, is comparing that. It just may mean that people are buying more expensive homes, and it doesn't indicate your home went up in value. Now the numbers sold, we've got 2,900 sold, opposed to 2,300 last year. So we did have an extra, 600 and some sales, which is pretty good. We had more listings added than last year. We actually had another 330 listings on the market as of this August this year, and our inventory is sitting at 8,500. Now that's a low amount of inventory for anybody who really understands the market. We've got almost 1.4 million people now, so that's a good amount of inventory. Last year we had 10,000 listings on the market at the same time. So what that means is that there's less to buy and there's more sales. So things are definitely doing good. Average days on market 45 opposed to 55. That's 10 days faster on every sale. And let's look at our sales to new listings. So what that means is 73% is a really quite a high number for August, meaning that what's happened is that we've got 73% of properties selling compared to the ones that are listing, and then sales to active listings we have 34%. So it really does look good for our market, and sales to list is 97%, which was 97.61. We're up a little bit, not much on that. That number's pretty constant. To make our stats a little bit more accurate, we're going to divide the city into different quadrants. We're going to look at the northeast section first, the northwest section. The southwest section, what we're talking about is Springbank, Discovery, Aspen, those areas. The deep south, the southwest and the southeast, and inner city. Okay, so starting with that northeast section, we've got sold listings. Last year 191 listings, and this year up to 270. That's a pretty good increase for August, selling almost well, it looks like almost 80 houses more than the previous year in the same time period. And we can also see that they were actually substantially the same size, which is quite interesting. On the median price, and even on the average was about 1247, 1243, so really close. And as you can see, the average list price was higher by about actually $35,000, and the list price per square foot was $277 opposed to $250. But the sale price actually was quite a bit higher. When you think about both of these numbers, they're very similar to the past. Even when we've got a high sale price of $606,000 for the time, it didn't bring the market average, because last year the average sales price was $652. What that means is that there was more sales, but the average of those sales were higher, and even the high sale didn't increase the averages enough on the previous year to outstrip these results as of August 2013. But the most notable here is the sale price per square foot, which is $270 per square foot, as opposed to $243 from last year, which means that really what's happening is the houses are selling for more per square foot, better than looking at the average sale price, because sometimes that only means that people are buying more expensive homes. But definitely the market is up per square foot. People are paying more money this year for their houses, and the days on market is actually 26 opposed to 32. So the market has been really hot up there and really moving along. Okay, so now based on last month's sales, what we can see here is that we currently have 434 active listings, and we sold 270. So what that means is we've got about a month and a half supply of homes currently in the market, but the ones that we have on the market, the average asking price is $349. That means that people are aware that the market has gone up in value, and what they're doing is they're trying to stretch the market, and they're asking more money when the average list price was much lower last month. They're also asking more per square foot. So the list price per square foot was $277. They're now starting to ask more money, $283 a square foot, and so the actual sell price was $270. So that means that people have arbitrarily just picked up their prices by about 20 to the average even is about $30,000. So people are getting very optimistic about the market going into the fall season. Okay, so now we're going to move to the northwest section of the city. Okay, so looking at the northwest, we got 345 sold last year in this particular month, and 399 sold this year in the same month. So we've actually got another, looks like 55, 54 sales that happened. Now the average square footage last year was 17 median square footage. That's what's the most popular is the median, and that was 1,700. Last year it was 1,653, but the square footages are very, very similar, and the high sale for the area was actually 993 last year. This year it's up 1.8 million, which might mean that it might increase our averages quite a bit on our average sale price, which is 439. And we can see here that the sale price per square foot is actually up about 279. So it's not as much as what we saw in the Northeast, but and the average sale price is 445 from 430. So it's up a little bit, the average sale price, but that these bigger sales might reflect that. And they wouldn't reflect those square footage because on most times the bigger homes sell for less per square foot. This one looks like, in this case, no, looks like it sold for $944 a square foot, which would have increased our averages. So I'm going to say that the Northwest probably isn't up a lot in price over last year, maybe a little bit. I know that a lot of times people look at the average sale price, but that doesn't necessarily mean, it means that people are buying more expensive homes. And certainly when you've got a home listed at 2.1 million, sold for 1.8 up in the Northwest, opposed to last year the high sale was only 993. That certainly can change the averages. The market's still good, and it looks like we've got, when we look at the median prices, that's where most people are buying. That is up by about, looks like we got about $15 a foot, average square foot. So the market is up some in the Northwest, and the average days on market is actually quite good too. 24 days on market opposed to 31 last year. So things are looking good in the Northwest. Okay, so as you can see here, last month we actually sold 399 homes in August, and we have 659 active listings. So what that means is, again, another about a month and a half supply of homes available on the market. That's okay. That's pretty good. The bigger thing here is that to notice about this market is that our average square footage was 1668 for August, and our average list price was 488. So what that means is that now we're at our average square footage is 1953, and our average list price is 609. So what that really means here is that the higher priced homes are still sitting on the market, and even in the median we're looking at 539. The median here was 450. So the higher priced homes aren't selling as fast as the ones that are remaining on the market. Now the sellers are asking on the median priced homes, we're talking about the hottest 60% or 70% of the homes where they sell at, the highest percentage of homes are listed at 289, and of course the sale price was 279. But the average list price before, with those successful sales, was actually 301 was the average according to and 318. If you look at the median, it was 281 and 289. So it means that people haven't really increased their prices too much according to what's on the market as far as their square footage price. But what we're talking about is these are the higher priced homes, which means that they may not move as quickly, and most times the larger a home is, the less it'll sell per square footage on average. So it's good. It's a good market up there, but there's probably less and less of the lower square footage homes available in the market currently. So now we're going to move on to the southwest section of the market, not the deep southwest, but everything is down as far as Discovery and everything west of Sarcee, which means that it's not considered the inner city. Now this area west of Sarcee, last year sold 84 listings in August, and this year 92. So not up a whole lot. The average list price was, we're talking about 649 to 689. The square footage, the houses are getting a little bit bigger, and the list price per square feet, people are asking very, very similar to last year. Now, if we look at the average sale price, or the median sale price, it was 310 this year and 303 last year, so up a small amount. And in the average, we're talking about another $10, about $10 on the average higher per square foot, which is really kind of more important than the list price, because the list price just means that people are buying more expensive homes. As you can see, the both on the average and median, the square footage was 100 square feet more. So what that means is that they're paying a little bit more money, and they're they're purchasing them in less time. But it's not like some of the areas. This has been a good area, but not as strong as now. The sale prices. Look at the average sale price. We're looking at 682 opposed to 638. Having said that, looks like they're buying more expensive homes. So the average sale price per square foot is not up as much as some of the other areas. 310 was our median price, and 325 was our average. So the market is definitely up, but not as much as some of the other areas. Now, up here there's been lots of building going on. So what we have is we have 234 active listings up here and 92 that were sold in August. So this one, in this particular case, we almost have a 2.5 months supply of listings up there. Now our average list price per square foot is $376 on what's left, and it's the higher square footage inventory for the median. So the higher priced homes there's a lot of higher priced homes sitting up here, and certainly they're not going to move as quick. So that part of the inventory isn't moving as quick as the lower end stuff. Now the list price per square foot $376, and last month was, the median was $313. So certainly these are the higher price per square foot homes that are left on the market, and they're the larger homes on the market. And the median list price is $964, well up from $689. And of course, all of these numbers are up. So it really shows that the higher end inventory is really just sitting on the market here, and it's certainly not moving as fast as that median price, where the median price sales are, the average sales are. Now we're going to talk about the Deep South. We're going to include areas like Silverado, Cranston, Auburn Bay, all of these areas, Copperfield, and these all areas seem to have a little bit of parity as far as how they compete with each other, and we're going to do an overall average on this area. So now we're talking about the deeper south. We're talking about Silverado, Cranston, Mackenzie, all that area down south there, and what you can see here is that we've got our average. We've actually got 399 as far as our sold listings this year, opposed to 304 last year. So we actually had 25% more homes sell, which is good. The square footage is very similar. The median was 1641. Houses are getting a bit bigger now, so 1702 was our average, our median price, and our list prices are up to 440 from 414, and the actual sale prices are up from 430. They're up from 405 to 435. So that's looking pretty good. And our average sales price per square foot is $263, and was $248 last year, which means that homes are selling for significantly more per square foot down there in the south. And our high sale was actually higher last year than this year, which may have brought some of the averages up. But of course, the average was higher. The highest sale was higher than last year. So and our sales are actually, days on market are 22 opposed to 32 last year. So they're selling faster, and they're selling for more money. Definitely good for the Deep South. Okay, so we actually have about we have 647 active listings currently, and we sold 399 or 400. So we actually got a little bit more than half a month and a half supply here, and so that means that the market's not too bad for supply on that end. the list price per square foot is 272 above 264, which means it's not too bad. People have increased their prices a little bit, and the houses though that they're selling are bigger as well. And the average asking price here, well, we're quite a bit higher than where the actual sales are. So again, it means that the homes that are currently left on the market, a large percentage of them are the higher priced homes. Of course, being that we have a home on the market for 4.9 million, that can increase some of our averages. But the median, it wouldn't increase those averages, and that's where the most properties are selling. So that is the situation there. So people haven't increased their prices a lot, but they are of those median large volume of listings, they are mostly a little bit bigger than some of the other ones were that sold last month. The next report will be the inner city market. Okay, so our inner city market, not much change. 291 sales this year, and last year 216. So that's a little bit more as far as sales are concerned. Pretty good. We've got a median. We've got our average square footage on our inner city stuff at 1541 now, and so all the homes are a little bit bigger now than they were before. Not very much though, only like we're talking 70 square feet on the median and about the same. Our average median list price was $599. Our average and median here was $590. So definitely the sales are definitely higher this year than they were in past. And the square footage price, well, that price on the median was $421 and $415 last year. This year $480 on the average now. So this really tells you the difference between median and average. Median is where most people are purchasing. So where most people are purchasing, they're purchasing 1359 square foot homes in the inner city, and they are $421 a square foot on average, and last year they were $415. So they are slightly up, and we're talking about here, $6 a foot more. Not a heck of a lot, right? But the average is $480. Now that average is skewed by a sale we had that was here. This sale here would have skewed it, so it would have been $4.7 million sale, and last year our high sales $2.7 million. And this is really what skews your averages and makes your average sale prices much higher. Okay, but it won't skew the median price as much because that is where most people are buying. So this is probably our most important number right here, these numbers here. So the market isn't up all that much on the inner city as far as average square footage price. The sales are, so that's really good. And our days on market was definitely less this year in August than the previous year in August. Okay, so on our inner city market, we have a lot of listings for sale. So basically we've got over 2.5 months of supply. We have 842 active listings, and we only sold in August 291. So that tells you there that we do have a lot more supply in the inner city than some of the areas do relative to what the sales have been. And we have our average list price is, almost 800 for our median price, and our list price is 722. So the inner city market has a lot of inventory, and that inventory is a little bit larger than what was selling. So 1862 was our median inventory, opposed to 1359 square feet. And our asking price per square foot, $469, and the sale price was $421. And our previous successful asking prices were $433 a square foot, opposed to $469. So it tells you that people are asking more money per square foot on their larger homes, and they're priced a little bit higher. So this is what's left on our market. So there's not as many of the homes where people really want to be buying on that median market. So there's a lack of supply in that 600 and down group, and probably an oversupply here on the higher end homes in the inner city.
Back when I started selling real estate, over 90% of the homes I sold were expired listings or homes that other agents couldn't sell. During that time, I learned from my clients the many frustrations that they had selling their homes.
Yeah, we had the home about, twice with some other agencies, and they couldn't sell the house. We don't know why. It's a beautiful house.
There was not any interest shown at all in our home by anybody that came and viewed it.
Too many of the other MLS realtors who'd come show the house, they wouldn't have a clue.
We didn't get any feedback on our showings.
Last time our house was in the market about 3 months, and we've never got any offers.
It's for these reasons I have a very detailed approach on the way I sell my clients' homes. But here's what my clients had to say.
I am a client of Trent Gustus. The reason I'm talking to you today is because I don't want any of you to have to go through the trouble and frustration that we had to in trying to sell our home for the last 4 months. And thanks to Trent, we were able to sell it within 3 days, and I can't tell you how happy I am about that. And now I have no stress. Thanks so much, Trent.
We had our house on the market last year for about 6 months, right, Bruce?
Correct.
And it's a high-end house. It's across the street from the park. It was listed at $1,299,000, and we just really didn't get any offers or any traction on the house, and we couldn't figure out why. Our realtor was really good, really nice guy, but we were asking him for more of a marketing plan for the house, and it just didn't seem to come. So in August, we took the house off the market, and we decided to relist the house in January, yeah. And at that point in time, I remember seeing a brochure that Trent had done up, and it just came in the mail. And that brochure from his company explained how he used video from a marketing perspective and all these other marketing techniques to actually move your house on the market. And we were really impressed with it. So we gave him a call, and Trent came in. And after we had a short conversation with him, we interviewed 3 other realtors, by the way, and none of them had the marketing strategy that Trent has. So Bruce and I decided, okay, let's take a chance with Trent for 90 days, see what happens. We listed it for the same amount of money, $1,299,000, and luckily within 36 hours, amazing actually, our house sold at $1,250,000, and we were really happy. When we were interviewing the buyers, they actually shared with us that they saw our house on the market last year, and they looked at the photographs that were on the MLS, but it didn't really tweak their interest, so they just passed it by. They didn't come up to see the house, and they don't live far away. They're only a few blocks away, but nevertheless, they turned it down. And then when they saw Trent's video, they were really excited, and they said, we got to have a look at this house. And they came up, and they were the ones who made the offer and bought the house. So we're really happy for both Claudia and her husband, and for us to have moved this house so quickly. So thank you, Trent. Job well done, very professional.
Next, I want to talk a little bit about how I do what I do, how I can get results other agents failed to get. I think that you'll agree that many agents do little more than put up a sign and post a bunch of pictures on the internet. And in my experience, the more pictures you have, the more possibility you might have that your home doesn't sell. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have photos, but what you put online is very important. People can pull up hundreds of listings on their computers these days on the internet. And most often, they're trying to weed out the ones that they don't want to see. So if you have 20 or more photos on the internet, there's a good chance that there's one reason or another that a potential buyer might not want to see your home. Even worse, a virtual tour that discloses absolutely everything about your home in a way that doesn't sell your home. You see, most virtual tour marketing is nothing more than a large group of photos put together with soft music. It's what I call disclosure marketing, and it can kill the sale of your home. So that's why I have an entirely different approach to my marketing. My videos are more like a movie trailer. Now just think about how a movie trailer gets you out to the ticket office. They show you a short clip of the movie, the absolute best part. Maybe it's the only good part. They may even throw in testimonials to sell you on going to see the movie. This is exactly what I do with my video marketing of homes. I'll quickly show the best parts of your home. Then I do close-ups on the finer details of your home, the details that really sell the value of your home. Things like the quality of your finishing, the extra money you spent on the landscaping. You see, if we don't tell people enough about your home, buyers then start to qualify your home by square footage. kind of like ground beef by the pound. But we want people to focus on the value that you're offering. In fact, we want to tell buyers why your home is the best buy in the area, why it's the best value. I might even show comparable sales in your area, how your home is better value. Remember, this is a sales presentation for your home. And your home doesn't need to be a show home for this kind of marketing to work. Here's a perfect example of a home I sold with 3 competing offers. The owner didn't know what to do. The home needed a lot of work and it wasn't selling. Welcome to 234 2211 19th Street Northeast. This 3-bedroom unit is 1,037 square feet. Few townhouse condominiums offer a nice view of the park, especially at this price. You can watch your kids play right from your living room window. The location of this property is right here, and as you can see, it's surrounded by parks. You could just scoot out here on 19th Street with your bicycle and ride all the way to work if you work downtown. And you'll notice that the parks are all around this. The property is close to downtown too, and you'll notice that 16th Avenue is just off 19th Street and close to Deerfoot. Very quick commute to work. 234 is an exceptional buy, as currently there's 2 other properties available that are much higher in price. Priced at $199.9. As we can see, it is renovated and it's rather nice, but we believe at our price at $149.9 that it's an excellent deal and there's lots of room for someone to make some money. For just about $20,000 in renovations, you could have a property that looked just like this one. And as you can see, the square footage is actually smaller than our unit at 234. Currently there's 2 units for sale. This one at number 395, it's also a little bit smaller than our unit. In the same complex, done in nice hardwood. It wouldn't take very much at all to replace the kitchen in this unit and do a little bit of work, and you'd have a great unit. With the going rate of these properties being close to $200,000, our property at 234 at a price of $149.9 is an exceptional purchase. As you can see here, the property needs a little bit of TLC, but it's got a huge kitchen. And just look at the view you've got. The living room is large as well. This unit has a full unfinished basement, and just look at these new railings. The building has been upgraded as well. Here's an example of a home that was on the market 2 years with another agent. Welcome to 90 Aspen Ridge Way Southwest. The first thing you'll notice when you approach the home is the $67,000 they spent on the exterior finishing. Just look at this custom masonry. You'll always know who's at your door with this video entry system. When owning an estate home such as this one, the entry should be grand, and this one's vaulted with a solid cherry curved door and unique architecture. And when your guests look down to take off their shoes, they'll notice this custom slate tile inlay. All of the doors in this home are solid 8-foot cherry doors. In the front of the home, you've got this large office. Included is this built-in cherry desk and cabinets. On the main floor, this is one of the larger half bathrooms that you'll see. This is a custom-built home by Keith Anderson, owner and manager of Deca Design. The climate in this home is very comfortable with 2 air conditioning units and 2 air return systems. In a home this big, you wouldn't want extension cords everywhere. The in-floor plug-ins are conveniently located. Often overlooked, this home has amazing windows and architecture. The home feels like a grand hall with a 12-foot 9-inch ceilings. And it's cozy with this real wood-burning fireplace, oversized with natural stone and cherry mantle. And lighting the fire is a snap with the gas log lighter. There was $65,000 spent on the millwork to finish this kitchen, and you'll notice that all of the cabinets don't have the same facing for that unique look, all solid cherry. There was $27,410 spent on Miele appliances in this home. This double wall oven includes a warming drawer. They thought of every little convenience here, including this bread box and large pot drawers right under the stove where you want them. Both sinks in the home have carburetors, and those carburetors have this neat little switch built right into the counter. Evidence of the elaborate millwork is everywhere. Just look at this ceiling. See who's knocking at your door right from your kitchen. The countertop depth, sub-zero refrigerator, blends right into the cabinetry. No problem to find a step to get to your upper cabinets when you need to find something. Custom drawer with custom steps. This home features a unique granite from a quarry in Brazil. Stepping just outside the kitchen, you'll notice this beautiful patio with 10 mil glass railings. No top rail in this portion keeps the sight lines clean. Never worry about your awnings and the wind. There's wind sensors on these, and they pull in when the wind comes up. This home has lighting everywhere. 2 vacuum flow systems make this home very easy to clean. This home is really well designed architecturally. You'll notice that these railings are spaced away with a space in the deck to allow the south sun to come in to the basement windows. The rear deck is a nice place to sit on a warm, rainy day. This home is private, with reserved land behind that will never be built on and a view of the mountains. You'll never draw the blinds. The third fireplace in this home is right in the master bedroom. It's a gas fireplace and low maintenance. You can turn all the lights on the home right from your bedside. $4,000 was spent on custom cabinetry in the walk-in closet. More of that Brazilian granite on the tub surround. Over $8,000 was spent on the custom millwork in the ensuite bath. This $3,500 programmable air tub has color therapy as well. Relax at the end of a cold, hard day in a steam shower. There's plenty of room on the main floor for guests. We spent almost $8,000 on the custom millwork and cabinetry in the laundry room for your convenience. The triple drive-through garage is huge, with even enough room for a ramp for wheelchair access, right out of the rain. Going downstairs, an open tread cherry solid staircase. Entertaining in the basement, you've got a full-on wet bar with refrigerator, dishwasher, and microwave, all wired for your home theater system. And again, downstairs is bright, just like the upstairs level, with these $65,000 worth of windows everywhere, coffered ceilings, and access to an outdoor patio. Just off the back basement door is a walk-in closet. This is way better than a shed. Sound throughout the home is also included in the exterior speakers. These were $100 a piece. 2 large bedrooms in the basement, one with its own ensuite. All rooms in this house have comfortable heat with hydronic in-floor heating on both levels, water softener, 2 complete vacuum flow systems, and all kitchens have reverse osmosis water taps on each sink. The Bang & Olufsen power management system can record your patterns of when you turn lights on and off, when you dim them, everything, so that you can save this pattern and then replay it so you never need to remember to turn on a light. This system is integrated throughout the home. It controls the water fountains outside, the lighting for the fountains, the fountain motors, when it turns on. Everything can be monitored and programmed the way you want. It can also optimize for power savings as well. All of this sits on this spectacular location with this great view. Close into the city, Aspen's very convenient. There was over $95,000 spent on landscaping here by ongoing works. There's a brand new irrigation system as well. With one of the largest lots in the subdivision, this home sits in the perfect location, backing onto the green space in Aspen Reserve, and with the view of the mountains. It's an unbeatable combination. If you like this property and you'd like to book a showing, call us today at 403-862-9610. This is just 2 examples, but in 13 years of marketing homes, I've got hundreds of examples of turnaround situations. High and low-end homes, fixer-uppers, show homes. I've marketed a home just like yours. So call me today for a low-pressure interview to discuss the sale of your home.